Hello, I really enjoy watching Game of Thrones. It's a very nice show, but now that season 5 ended a couple of weeks ago, it's going to take a while until we get to see something new. So I just rewatched one of the episodes from season 4, The Mountain and the Viper. Very nice one, of course, especially the duel at the end. That's what the episode's all about. I really enjoy that, even though there are one or two points I don't like. So, for instance, when Prince Oberyn draws the blade of his spear along the back of Sir Gregor's leg, you can actually see Sir Gregor's actor stopping and waiting for his co-actor to perform the move. It's bad flow. I'm not going to comment on Sir Gregor's use of his sword right now, and I'm not a friend of flame. When Prince Oberyn comes in, he's flaying around with the spear, but he sort of smiles up to the audience, not to Sir Gregor, to the audience. They love it, they're applauding him. He's showing off in front of them, and that's why it's quite alright in this scene, even though, as said, I don't like it. It's nothing practical flaying. Later on, Prince Oberyn blows his top and he thrusts his spear into Sir Gregor's chest. He puts all his body into it, knocks Sir Gregor over. A bit comical then when Prince Oberyn says, "Are you dying?" Sort of, "How did that happen? Are you dying? You can't die yet. You haven't confessed." I've been bursting my brain. I can't think of it. I can't name it. I've seen this in 2 or 3 other films that someone has been penetrated by something, a spear, sword, arrow, axe, whatever, and someone else comes along and says, "You can't die yet." Now, either it's because they say, "I want you to live. Hold out. The doctor's coming. He's going to save you," or "I've not finished with you. I still want information from you. You can't die yet." I've seen it a few times that someone says, "You can't die yet," to someone who's been penetrated by something, and then they pull it out. And I'm assuming that filmmakers think on the following line. A person has been penetrated in the chest by, as I said, a spear, axe, sword, some blade or object, and that is causing their death, right? So in this case, there's a spear in Sir Gregor that is killing him. Therefore, if you don't want him to be killed, you remove that which is killing him, namely the spear. And that's definitely wrong, because it is not the spear in him that is killing him. It is the fact that the spear went into him. When it went in, it caused a wound. We can't see what part of the chest was hit. All we see is it goes in and it's definitely sticking out, but we can't see, we can only assume, since the blade's about that wide, it must have crushed or broken some ribs. It's possibly penetrated the lung or some other organ. We can't see exactly what it is, but it's definitely caused damage that is most likely going to cause Sir Gregor's death. However, it is not the fact that the spear is in him at the time that is killing him. It is the fact that a wound has been created. The lung, for instance, has been punctured and cannot function properly anymore. Now, seriously, if ever you come to a situation where someone has got something sticking in them and you've called a doctor, while you're waiting for the doctor, don't draw that thing out of them. You can stabilize it. So for instance, if someone's got a spear sticking out of them, you can do something to stabilize the spear so that the weight isn't pressing down too much. But if you actually draw it out, you're not going to help the wound whatsoever. And as long as it's sticking in him, the object could be sealing off some blood vessel or vessels that were opened by the cut. Now, if you remove the object, you're also going to reopen those blood vessels, and you're going to enable the person to bleed to death faster. So if you walk up to someone, "Are you dying? You can't die yet. You haven't confessed." If you draw the spear out, you're going to hasten up their death. You're not going to prolong it. As said, I've seen this in 2 or 3 other films. I just cannot think what they are. If you happen to know, please do write a comment down there. That and that film, that and that scene, that person draws that thing out of that person, right? I've seen it a couple of times and it's just wrong thinking. If you want the person to live a bit longer, you leave the object in them.